We'll see what's going on. And YouTube, what's up, guys? Justin R. Harris here. Welcome back. Business scenarios and solutions solved every single day based off of the Daily Drucker. We take bits and pieces from the Daily Drucker, we apply it to today's scenario, and then we break it down, right? We show, I guess, what applies to you with your business, partnership, entrepreneurial endeavors, whatever that might be, right, that's going to work for you. Oh, and look at that, it lets me go live while LinkedIn is actually doing its job. Good job. All right, I don't know. Maybe that was user error, you know, the saying there. So you guys know what I need you to do. I need you to like, subscribe, follow. Go ahead and do all that great stuff so we can get started with this video talking about going from employee to manager, right? It's really the greatest topic here. So how do you go from employee to manager? That's the secret, and it's not what you think. It's actually not what you think at all. So let's dig right in. So, taking it a step further, we've all been the employee, right? We've all been in a scenario where we're working somewhere, whatever it is. Like my first actual job was Office Depot, right? Before that, I was a little entrepreneur. I was cutting hair and, you know, for my friends. Before that, I had friends and we would go around mowing like neighbors' lawns. Who does that anymore? I don't even think kids do that anymore in some areas, most areas, right? So, like, just naturally you want to go out and figure out ways to make money. It starts off even before that as chores at home, right? But here's the problem. So the problem lies where you're working somewhere and you're in a position, you worked so hard to get this job, right? For whatever reason, you got there and you've proven that for whatever reason, you were worth being hired and you are proficient at what you do. You just murder it, right? And so me, I'm the owner, right? And I'm like, man, you're doing a great job. I love it. And you're like, yeah, you know, I'm really looking to go to the next level. And I'm like, ooh, yeah, ooh. But here's the problem, right? And we've all seen it, where you'll work so hard to get there. You are the working employee, and you now need to evolve to the manager, the assistant manager, right? The assistant team leader, whatever these assistant positions are in their abbreviated terms, right? But there's no one to replace you. I'm not going to move you out of that position, right? I'm going to keep you there, but because of your performance, my business is successful. If I move you out of that position to a manager position, now I'm risking a downfall because that other employee that has to fill your shoes may not be as proficient as you were at that same position. Why am I going to take that risk? So I'm going to try to keep you at bay for as long as I can before you decide for whatever reason you're up and leaving to the competition, right? So that's one of the things that happen. Then there's another scenario that happens on why you actually don't get that next position. And that problem is where you're awesome at what you do, and for whatever reason, there's another person who does the same job and they're mediocre, they're okay, they have the basic understanding, but everyone loves this person. They come there and they can have small talk with anyone there, top to the bottom. Every employee and person in the building, they can have small talk. They bring donuts. They do all kind of crazy stuff. And you're like, why are you brown nosing? Or why are you doing this? Or why are you doing that? Right? Right? That person gets the promotion. And it's not because of those little things. It's because of their likability. See, the problem is, there's two problems that arise now. One is you're so proficient, I don't want to move you. Yeah, some people know who you are. It's not really a big deal, right? But the other problem is people really like this person. So if I had to put you side by side, this person has general understanding. You're extremely proficient at what you do. This person everyone loves. You, they know you, they don't dislike you, they just don't know anything about you. You don't come to the after hours events after work. You don't come hang out at the socials, show up at the golf course, driving range or something like that, right? So you don't do those things. So the group stuff just doesn't appease you, right? You go straight home. Well, as a result of that, these people are more likely to take orders from that person because they like them and they don't have to demand that they do the job. They're like, hey, could you do me a favor and go ahead and move that over there and take care of this task for me? They're going to be like, yeah, you know what? No problem. But not for you. For you, they're going to be like, man, it's got to be more of an order. It has to be more of a demand or this is what you have to go do, I'm your supervisor kind of thing. See the problem here? So the action point that he says with this one is to have your cards open because you want to seek the opportunities that allow you to apply your strengths and match your style and values, right? Now with that, begin thinking of a second career you find fulfilling in areas of work that interest you, including that of volunteer and nonprofit type stuff. So what he's saying is you need to expand a little bit, and maybe that will help change you just enough so that maybe you can take on that manager position. There it is.